Hello, 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 and welcome on into the George on Tap show, where I talk about all the biggest stories in sports. Today's Thursday, October 24th, and I basically, there's not much going on today in sports other than NBA, NFL, getting ready for the World Series, some NHL hockey, some European soccer. Not much, just everything. This is the busiest time of the sports year in the sports calendar. But our Thursday shows are usually a little bit nicer and a little bit more calm and collective because you don't have as much going on a Thursday morning. Because Wednesday is usually the slowest day until next week when we have the World Series playing on Tuesday and Wednesday, and maybe Thursday we're talking about a champion. Before we get to the actual part of the show we want to get to, let's check that schedule here. I'll share my screen so we can check the whole entire schedule for next week. MLB scores. Let's see what we got here. So Friday we got World Series baseball at 5. Saturday we got World Series baseball at 5 and college football all day long. Monday World Series, Tuesday World Series, Wednesday World Series. You guys see these prices, by the way, as low as 1,138. And then if the World Series goes to 6 and 7, it's going to be on Friday and Saturday night, which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. All right, so let's get to the actual show here. And since we talked about the World Series, we'll start with that. The MLB has gotten its wish. We're talking about a World Series where you have players like Shohei Ohtani, who might be single handedly the most talented baseball player in history of the sport, facing off against Aaron Judge, who might be most possibly the most powerful hitter we've seen in generations. Like, did the MLB just hit the lotto? Because if you ask me, they sure did. They hit the lotto with this World Series matchup between the Dodgers and the Yankees. Two teams. When you say Dodgers, you say Yankees. I saw some stuff. What's the most popular hat in the world? A Dodger hat or a Yankee hat? I would say it's a Yankee hat, but they're both pretty popular. There's nobody on this planet almost that if you don't show them the NY, they don't know it means New York. And if you don't show them that LA, they don't know it means Los Angeles. We have ratings galore here between the Dodgers and the Yankees. So let's talk about it. We have Aaron freaking Judge going up in a World Series versus Shohei Ohtani. I know this is not just about Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, but today this part of the episode is both these players put up numbers this year that were absolutely absurd. They both led. I mean, if you go look at these numbers, I think I saw a tweet yesterday, and I wish I saved it, but I might be able to find it here quick. Otani Judge. I think we'll find it in half a second because it went viral. While I look at that, there we go. I found it. Aaron Judge. He led the AL last year in this year in home runs, RBIs, on base percentage, and slugging. He's going to win the American League MVP. Shohei Ohtani. I'm going to save this tweet so I don't lose it again. Shohei Ohtani. He led the National League in home runs, RBIs, on base, slug. You get the point. We're talking about the two best hitters in baseball. Two guys that are going to sell tickets. I mean, that's why tickets are over $1,000 to get in. This is the best World Series matchup of my lifetime, plain and simple. I mean, if you, me and my co-host on our Seattle on Tap and the Gambling Show podcast, my brother Sammy on Tap, had this discussion this morning. Is this the best, most iconic World Series matchup of my lifetime? And he's like, well, no, maybe not. No. It is the most iconic. But like World Series matchups year by year. I mean, come on. You guys got to do a better job when you type that in on Google to give me a year by year. Let's say since I was born. And you know what? I don't even want to go since I was born because I was born in 87. I did not watch the 1987 World Series. Since I started watching baseball, 1995. Yeah, I was 8 years old when I started watching baseball. We had the Braves and Indians. I'm not gonna go through each and every one of them. Braves, Indians, Braves, Yankees, both good. But let's try to find ones where I could say, okay, this is going to be iconic. New York Yankees versus Mets. Yankees, Mets 2000. That's close. Florida, New York, no. Boston, St. Louis 2004. That felt like the biggest World Series of my lifetime because of breaking the curse. St. Louis, Detroit was okay. 2009, New York, Philadelphia, very iconic. Since then, San Francisco, Texas, St. Louis, Texas, San Francisco, Detroit, Boston, St. Louis, no. Giants, Royals, Royals, Mets, Cubs, Indians, no, 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 no. 2018 felt pretty iconic with Red Sox and Dodgers. But it's it. Those are the ones that can match close to it. The Dodgers Yankees World Series is going to be the best World Series matchup of my lifetime. So enjoy the games. Enjoy Ohtani versus Judge starting tomorrow. Kawhi Leonard. You saw Kawhi Leonard on the bench for the Los Angeles Clippers as they opened up Intuit Arena, which, by the way, looked absolutely fantastic. I want to go to a game there. That looked like one of the best arena experiences I've ever seen. If you see, I'm wearing a hat right now when I get on the screen of Tottenham Hotspur. They have a wall, and the wall for the Clippers resembles that wall now. Really cool. I mean, that's just one of the coolest things I've seen in an NBA stadium, NBA feature wise for fans. That has to be the coolest thing I've ever seen. But the point is, Kawhi Leonard was seen sitting on the bench watching his team play because he's, of course, not ready to play in this NBA season. And he is the most frustrating and annoying superstar in history of sports. He got basically told to go home by the Olympic team because he wasn't in shape. Did he rehab probably after that? Absolutely not. What he did is he probably sat at home, said, once I get into the Clippers and it's time to get some money, I'll go ahead and start rehabbing. But I want to examine not that. I want to examine why Kawhi Leonard was the worst decision ever in history for the Clippers. Okay. So I'm not saying Kawhi Leonard was a bad signing because Kawhi Leonard might be the best Clipper we've ever seen. But the thing with Kawhi Leonard is they had so many other options. They could have kept Shea. They could have went after Paul George and brought someone else. But Kawhi Leonard did all he could to force their hand, force the trade for Paul George and build this team. And how has he repaid them? By being hurt all the time, by not showing up, by being constantly like a non-communicative person. He's the worst. I'm sorry. I think Kawhi Leonard is one of the most spectacular basketball players we've ever seen in this generation. He's so good offensively, so good defensively, but he's never on the court. And I feel like, sure, people are going to say that he is injured, but I feel a lot of it is by choice. I'm not saying he's choosing to be injured, but I'm telling you, he's choosing to work out on the Clippers' time and not on his own time. He's choosing to rehab at his own pace. And this hurt the Clippers so badly. We just saw them open up this beautiful state of the art arena, what might be the best basketball arena in the whole entire world now. And James Harden is supposed to be the main attraction. Sorry, James Harden was the main attraction, but Kawhi Leonard was supposed to be the main attraction. But he's not there. Steve Ballmer should have used his money elsewhere, got a superstar. Maybe that wouldn't have had the ceiling that Kawhi Leonard had. But at least you know he'd be on the court ready to play games. And when you open up that new arena, it's not just going to be sold out on opening night. The Clippers have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful arena. But if they start off the season 7-17, are there going to be people ready to want to go to the Intuit Center? Like, we'll keep our eyes out on StubHub to see what those prices are. I'm going to take a look now for the Clippers to see, like, what are these StubHub prices today, which it is the NBA. So you're going to have like pretty high prices no matter what. But I just wonder, is it going to be, how high would it really be? And especially if they start losing games. Like right now, it's like, okay, first Portland as low as $30, on Halloween as low as 46. Once you get to Sunday, November 17th, as low as $31 against the Jazz. Like, I'm going down the list here. You're finding tickets for them for really low numbers. For Chicago, 43. Why? Because they don't have that superstar. They have the wrong one. So the Clippers have a great arena, great everything, but they just have the wrong star. And Kawhi Leonard is the most annoying superstar in history of sports. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the George on Tap show. What's on tap in sports? As always, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be ready for a World Series tomorrow.